Well, I think we started really well. In the first 20-25 minutes, we got the goal. I think we could score more goals. And then they came back from a set play, and even though I think for moments we control, for others we suffer. It's just the first half. In the semi-final, we knew that playing against Real Madrid is gonna be tough. And just we played the first half, and then we have another game on next Wednesday.
You took the game to Madrid, though, didn't you? It's just the final pass and that killer finish didn't come.
Yeah, we started with courage. We knew that we had to perform at our best level. We know that playing in a semi-final of the Champions League asks you for your best, and I think we started really well. We pressed well. We recovered the ball lots of time. We got out of the pressure. We just we missed that little last pass where we could choose the best option. And obviously, it could be a different result, and also they came back with a corner, and from then, for moments we had to suffer a bit more. But I think in the global analysis, I think we performed well.
One player who had a deadly finish was Christian Pulisic. He seemed like he was in the penalty box for an eternity, and everyone's yelling shoot, but he stayed cool, picked his spot. It was quite a finish, wasn't it?
Yeah, great finish, great composure. When he was in front of the goal, he took the best decision. I think when he's on the ball, without the ball, he makes runs, difficult runs to defend. He's an amazing player, he's a young player. He came here from another country. He's growing, he's improving, new experiences. So obviously, I'm very pleased with his goal because he's a very important player for the team.
It looked like you were going to take a grip on the game, but that Benzema equaliser, that was against the run of play in many respects.
Yeah, it was a set place where we were caught a bit outside. They put the ball, they win two headers in the box. He scored a great goal. Obviously he's a very good striker, and obviously for moments he dropped, he got the ball, he created that goal. And we have to be aware of, obviously, because on Wednesday we know that is the decisive game, and we have to be ready for it.
You brought on 3 substitutes because of the same starting 11 against West Ham. Was that just to freshen up the side and bring back that urgency in the press?
Yeah, of course. We are a whole group where we work hard every day. We are ready for the manager whatever the decision he takes, and we know that when we play game every 3-4 days, important games, we are in the final stage of the season where everything is played for. We have the chance to win 2 trophies, so everybody is committed. We are working hard, and the most important is the result, the team, how we perform. And I think as a unit we are all improving, we are all growing, and now we have the last decisive games where we have to be at our best level.
Again, here is Thomas Tuchel, he's with Des Kelly. Thomas, sum that night up for us.
I think we started the game very, very well, very aggressive. With a lot of courage, a lot of quality. We deserved to win the first half for me. We had a lot of chances. We had a lot of half chances where we missed precision in the last ball to have more opportunities to score. Unfortunately, they scored from a set piece. Nothing else. There was normally to defend for us. We did not allow any chances. So it was a bit of a disappointing result in the halftime. It was important that we stay calm, that we don't lose confidence, and we fight back into the game. But you can feel today, I felt second game was a very tactical game. The speed, the intensity dropped, and you could feel that we are a bit tired. We had only 2 days in between 2 away games. We suffered today from that. If we had 1 more day to recover, would have been a big chance to keep the intensity up and maybe hurt Madrid also in second half. Like this was not possible, and we have to live with a 1-1.
Was it always the plan to make the changes about an hour into the game to freshen up the side? Was it always the plan to make the changes on the hour?
No, you cannot. No, you cannot plan. But in that moment, we lost too many balls. We could not. We had too many technical errors. Aspi looked very tired. Christian looked very tired. same for Timo. We worked very hard last week, so no, we decide from what we see and what is necessary in the game.
Christian Pulisic, he showed a very calm head in front of goal, a lot of composure, and that goal was well deserved.
Yeah, it was well deserved, and like I said, we should have won the first half. We should have scored minimum one more. When the chances were there, and the half chances were there, we had many ball wins. We had good control, good attacks, good switch of play. Very confident, looked very strong, and like I said, it was not too easy to concede then a goal more or less out of nothing, and it can always happen against the individual quality from Real Madrid that you lose a bit confidence. So like I said, a bit more composure, a bit more precision today in front of the goal, and we could have won the first half and be now the deserved winner. It's not like this, so we live with a 1-1 and try to win the next game.
Thank you very much, Thomas. Thank you.
He generally sums up things pretty accurately.
Yeah, he does, and I think he sees the game very clearly. I think he'd definitely be hanging on to the fact that at Stamford Bridge they've had 8 clean sheets in 9 under Tuchel.
Yeah. That's huge. 11 games now unbeaten away, and he's still unbeaten. He's against Real Madrid and Zinedine Zidane.
Yeah, I think this is ahead.
Second leg.
Yep, they're in the driving seat, Joe.
Yeah, they played very, very well. I thought they were the most physical team on the pitch. The only disappointing thing, I think, is not to put it to bed. I think early on, when you had Real Madrid on the ropes, and you could have got Callum Hudson-Odoi on or Reece James on a bit earlier to go at Marcelo.
Do you think you missed a trick there?
I think we've missed a little trick. I hope I'm wrong, but I just think they won't play as bad as that. And I think if Ramos is back, they'll go back to a back four, which they'd be more comfortable with. You know, Eden Hazard has another week's training. Does he come on and make an impact? So, good result, fantastic performance, but it could have been better.
Real Madrid hardly created anything.
No, I think Madrid will be happy actually with the results, because I thought Chelsea were the better team. I thought Chelsea just lacked a little bit of mobility in the second half. You wanted them to be more adventurous, but you think that 1-1, you know, if you know in the second leg of the Champions League you win at home and you're through to the final, you take that all the time when you. So I think that's why they were a little bit more conservative in the second half. But Chelsea, when you look at it as a whole, I thought they should have won tonight. I was disappointed with Real Madrid.
Well, good performance overall from Chelsea, and it's similar in the statistics-wise, but overall, away from home, they'll be more than satisfied with not only the result, but probably the performance.
Yeah, he will, and I think at times they played some fantastic football. Were they pressed intensely? Maybe not, but they still had to play their way out of some tight situations, and they managed to get Madrid on the back foot at times. And that's a pleasing aspect, but defensively I think you just got to think about what they have in their armoury. They're solid, they're hard to play against, they're aggressive without the ball, they get up against people, they make you have to work hard for anything in a game, and I think Madrid know they're in a real tie now. I think if anyone was not sure about what Chelsea are about, can they perform at this level, they've shown you yes, they can come in and they can make it ultimately difficult for opposition teams.
There's been a lot of victories by 1 goal to 0, 2 goals to 0, 1 goal to 0. It's becoming a bit of a theme, Joe, which is a positive one, obviously.
Positive, and good teams have that ability. I think Rio's right in that they're so solid defensively, they've got good intensity, but what I would add on to that, what I think this team do very well, they've got great ball drivers, like so Mason Mount, Pulisic. If they play in pockets, they drive with the ball, they drop off and they cut that, and then they can take the team up the pitch. The one thing that's let the
from.
If you're a centre forward like Tammy, you scored as much goals as him, top scorer last year. Tino's come in for a lot of money, and he has to make a decision, the manager. But Tammy will be sitting there thinking, imagine him if that ball drops him in the semi-final of the Champions League, he's going to tuck that away, I think.
Yeah. It's crazy, isn't it? When we were talking off air before we came here, but it's a young player. Does he get the time that a Timo Werner gets, a big signing gets when they come in?
No, they never do.
And they're not treated with as much maybe as care and understanding of their character and as with the Cotton Water a new signing gets. I know it's an investment, but also you're investing in a young player. A young player adds so much value to a team, and they don't ever get that time, that patience that a new signing gets, because Tammy wouldn't get the time.
No, but of course everybody labels Timo Werner as not a natural finisher, and yet again tonight it's been proved right to a certain extent. you still feel like he will not score enough goals. I mean, his first one today was a good save, but he should have scored, shouldn't he? He should have scored. He should have set Chelsea on the way to a victory tonight. Yeah. So that will be labelled at him all the time. And if you're a Tammy Abraham, you must be thinking, well, even a Giroud, you must be thinking, what do we need to do to play tonight?
Well, he scored at the weekend, but he missed a sitter at the weekend.
He
missed another one tonight. If you're Tammy, you're sitting there going, right, okay, I've got to be playing at least at the weekend, put myself in the shop window for the next game against Madrid.
And a World Cup winner, Olivier Giroud as well, that's worth pointing out. One man who did show a little bit of composure was Pulisic. Took his chance really well, didn't he?
It was a strange goal, wasn't it? But for Madrid to concede a
weird
goal
defensively, wasn't it?
No pressure on Rudiger, a simple run, and actually it wasn't a great touch. But for him to be composed and take it down the goalkeeper and finish it like you'd expect him to do, it was a